Hey, welcome back to JB Breaks Free. I hope you're having a great day, a blessed day, and getting 1% better than yesterday. I'm trying to do the same and breaking free any way that I can, and that fills my life with passion and purpose and happiness for the most part every day. Try to make every day the best day ever here, no matter what. And that's going to tie into a few of the topics of today. The first is going to be post-vacation blues and slash living a life that you don't need to escape from. The second is going to be some bad relationships that are really close to me and that are kind of hurting my heart. And the third is going to be kind of like a weigh-in check that I was inspired by Money Mom, who I believe does it the first of every month. And I kind of want to start doing that also, just for some added accountability and for tracking, because, we got to track our spending. We should also track our weight and perhaps even what we eat to a certain extent, not to be obsessive about it, but just for some knowledge. Before I get into that, today I am back to work. I had a nice 4-day stretch off, great family time. I am not too down. I'm ready to go. I got out there. I've been chipping away at Instacart throughout the week, just staying busy and taking a little of the pressure off. I actually made $65 today, so that's really good. I think I'm at like 140 for the week. I'd love to get to 250 even. That would be tremendous. And I think Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the restaurant will all be quite busy. The pay has been up there because we are short-staffed and we're waiting tables with only 2 servers on the weekends. That's crazy, and you can go crazy, but at the end of the night, the money is usually really good. But to get into the topics for today, I got thinking about post-vacation blues. I was wondering, the 4 days went by like that, of course, and I could go for 4 more, but life is what it is. I'm back to work. I'm grateful for the time I had off, and I thought of the quote by a man named Seth Godin, who said, "Instead of wondering when your next vacation is, maybe you should set up a life that you don't need to escape from." And I love that quote. That quote changed my life. Yes, let's set up a life. Let's break free from the BS. Escape, right? Break free. Free so I don't need a life to escape from. And it's not about not taking vacations or time off, which are fun. It's not about that. It's about enjoying life on a daily basis. And that has been very important to me. I don't know, the last 4 years, 5 years, 4.5, 5 years, when I just decided, why can't every day be the best day ever? Why can't I see that through my child's eyes, who is just so happy no matter what, if it's cold, if it's a Monday, if it's raining, if anything is going on. For the most part, we can try to have the best day ever. And I think there's 7 things that I thought of that could kind of help us in doing that and setting up a life that we don't need to escape from. And the first is loving relationships. Relationships with your family, with your significant other, with your kids, with your friends, perhaps coworkers if that's possible. And this community, there's lots of loving relationships that we can nourish and that really bring my life with joy. And I focused much more on relationships than anything else. Number 2 is if you want to have a life that you want, get rid of the stuff that you don't want. Kind of a minimalist philosophical tactic here. You will find yourself that stuff, we talked about a lot, stuff is not going to make you happy. Get rid of it, have more time. You feel the burden when you have to get rid of it. And you don't need it to feel happy. You don't need it to be happy on a daily basis. Get rid of the stuff that you don't need. It will free up space, time, and money. Find a job that you like, number 3. And for me, even a backup job. I do like waiting tables. I like it most of the time. Is there places I'd rather be some nights? Yes. I wouldn't mind watching college football on Saturday nights or being able to go to a concert whenever I wanted. But I do like what I do, so there's that most of the time. And having a backup job. So for me, it's Instacart and kind of like the gig economy. And that has given me a lot of joy. And also being debt-free, it makes your job more enjoyable going to it when you know you don't exactly have to be there. we save over 50% of our income. I could go do anything else for a little less money to be happier if I wanted to. I could do Instacart and flipping and a number of other things. I think T and our family would be fine. And that has given me a great deal of peace and joy and happiness. Number 4, say no. Protect your time. Your time is your greatest non-renewable resource. I say no to a lot of things because I don't need it to enjoy life on a daily basis. I'm very happy doing my own thing with my friends or family. Don't need to go out and do a bunch of crazy things, especially if I don't want to do them. Protect your time if you want to have a life that you don't need to escape from. Number 5, become the best version of yourself. It's a process. It's a journey. Enjoy it. Work on yourself. I was just thinking, I was so busy today that I can't even get to it all. And busy with stuff that I want to do, stuff that I find enjoyment from. Getting up, boxing up records, shipping them, doing a bunch of Instacart shops, spending time with the family in the morning. I love making these videos. I love listing things for sale. I love exercising and trying to eat right. And, I'm going to chill for a couple minutes and I'm going to go wait tables tonight. And it's been an absolute blast. And it always has not been like that. I used to sleep in crazy late. Then I would lounge around, I'd clean up the house, and then I would have nothing to do until I rested again before work because I was just lost with no purpose and no passion and no hope. So those are all 3 things we try to do here. Number 6 is enjoy the season of life that you're at. I think this is a good one. I'm so happy with where I'm at right now. I don't long to be in the past too much, and I don't long to be in the future. I'm pretty happy where I am. I look back on very fond memories, and those were great times. And sometimes I wish I could, still have those relationships or have that kind of life. But in a lot of ways, also I wouldn't. There was a lot of weirdness, just awkwardness of figuring out life. And but there was also great times. But I try to be happy right now in the present, not too much in the past and not too much in the future. And number 7, discover and recognize happiness. Not chase or pursue it, but I think discover it, recognize that happiness can be all around us. Happiness that I have this phone, that I'm talking to this great community, that I have my kiddos right there, the first time I ever held them together, that I have a finished attic that I'm in right now, that I had a side hustle to do today, that I have a job to go to tonight, that I'm probably going to make some money at, and there's plenty of things to recognize happiness for. And I think all those things and many more, please let me know, will lead up to enjoying life on a daily basis. The second thing I wanted to talk about is a weigh-in that I was inspired to do by Money Mom, who does it the first of every month. I feel like I could drop a few, and I want to kind of slim down. I gave myself, I think it's 15 days till July 22nd. There's a concert I'm going to go to, and I don't know, I just kind of want to be a little bit in shape. And I'm 185.7 right now. I made a note of that in my phone, and I'm going to track to see how well I can do until the 22nd, and I'll keep you guys posted on that. And then hopefully do one the first of every month, just like Money Mom does, and who's been such a great influence on me, as well as Jan from NYC. Their channels are just so amazing, and they're so supportive that it's beyond words, and they have influenced me a great deal. And then finally, some relationship shocks that are just from close people in my life. My first is my friend, who I've talked about a little bit on this channel. He's just in the middle of a super toxic relationship at his house. I thought I was going to have to bring him to the hospital the other night. He's texting me after work that he hasn't slept or eaten in 3 days. I'm sure it was an exaggeration. I think there's alcohol abuse, drug abuse, verbal, physical, spousal, both ways. I don't think he has hit her, but I think she has thrown things at him and this and that. And I'm only getting one side of the story. And you try to talk to him and you try to tell him to take care of himself and to make some changes. And it's very toxic around the kids. And the next day when he's sober, you can't see it. You can't see it. And he was on probation from a DWI maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and he couldn't go out and, supposedly couldn't drink, but he did a little, and he can't see the correlation that was the best time of his life. And it's so sad. I really don't know how many times or what I can do. I have to focus on the things that I can control. I've, I try not to enable him at all. I don't bring him to get his vehicle. I don't really go out with him. I don't humor him with texts while he's at the bar. It's a very sad situation. And also, just kind of recently heard my mom and stepdad are having some extreme relationship issues. I did not notice it at all on Sunday the 3rd. I spent the whole day there. And it's always a little awkward, I suppose. And I know it's been tense throughout the years, and they kind of go up and down. And I try not to really think about it. It freaks me out, honestly. And, I'm a kid of divorce. My mom, obviously, and dad divorced. My wife's parents divorced. It kind of stinks. And I wonder if that's why I like to collect things so much, because I think collecting has like abandonment issues, or you kind of put order into life. So I always fight that collecting urge, but it just kind of made me sad to hear that they were still really going through it. And the other day was kind of just of a show, and that it's just probably also a kind of toxic relationship. And it just hurts me to see, but all I can do is just try to be the best I can in my relationship and my relationships, be a good example for my kids, super loving, have them do the things I never really got a chance to do, and hopefully have their dad always with them in the same house throughout their childhood years. So that's it for today. I hope you have a great day, the best day ever. I love this community, and I will see you on the next video.